Yeah, Reptilia by, who was that by?
Punch Brothers.
Punch
Covered by
Brothers.
the Strokes.
Covered by the Strokes. So, very cool stuff. Thanks, Chance. And we're here on the Pauly C and AWOWW show with Acrodunk in the station. A very full station, probably the fullest I've seen it so far.
That's how we roll, man.
Yeah. So, how about you guys?
I knew that's what you were doing. He's sitting with his hands standing up, like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Y'all have seen the Step Brothers. Or not Step Brothers,
Talladega
Nights,
Nights.
yeah.
But yeah, so they are brought in by Carolina Productions, the comedy section. Andy Farrig, I think that's Farrig. That's how you say his last name. He's he's the leader of the comedy thing. So
Yeah, big props to Andy.
Big shout out to Andy. What's up, baby?
I want to make sure I
emphasize
that.
You can just bring that by. Thanks.
We've got a money shark in here. No, but yeah, so they brought him in for the halftime show. They were at the game last night, which the Gamecocks did win by a point over Tennessee, right?
Yep, they did. Garnet Army in the house.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was you guys that gave him that extra.
But
That's what everyone was
100%
saying.
sure.
Oh, yeah, 100% sure.
But a few of you snuck into the game and just played, right?
Yeah, exactly. They were like, oh, look, that's Bruce. And I'm like, no, it's Jerry. No, but yeah, so, and then they're also going to be tonight at the women's game.
That's right.
So
Come on out.
you're going to have to be able to balance Campus Movie Fest if you're going to that, or you can get High Flying Action, Extreme Dunking,
And some
America's
great
favorite
basketball.
dunk team, and some great basketball. The
you
women
can't,
are
you
very
can't
good.
bootleg that. That's
Oh,
the
you
difference. One is live. The other one you could probably find on the internet.
Probably catch both of them if you're a fast runner.
That's true. It's true. If you're quick, bootleg. But yeah,
Don't
so
do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's against the law. Come find me.
Don't bootleg at all.
All right, so all these voices are here. Let's introduce all of you guys if we can, and we'll just kind of move around so that you can all get to a mic when you say your name. But say your name, where you grew up, you know, how you got involved with Acrodunk. We'll keep it short because I know, especially yours, is long probably.
Yeah.
At least, or I was looking online at all your bios. It was funny because some of them were like long, couple paragraphs, and some people were just like, I just want to dunk. I just want to dunk. So that's what it seemed like to me, which that's how it would be. But yeah, so let's introduce.
Jerry Burrell from Denver, Colorado. I've been in Houston for the past 20 years, was a mascot for the Houston Rockets, founder of Acrodunk, and love what I do. Great opportunity to be here in South Carolina.
All right.
I'm GT, the comedian from San Antonio, Texas. Been dunking for like 8 years, something like that. I tell jokes. They're usually funny.
Usually, okay.
Jason Skillen, Jay Skill, from Houston, Texas. Been dunking for over 10 or 11 years. One day I met Jerry Burrell, gave me the awesome opportunity to come work with him in our Impact Squad, and been there ever since.
Cool. My name's Matt Marzo, called me Eminem. I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Been with Acrodunk for about 2 years now. I actually came across Acrodunk through GT, performed with him in 2006, and that's how I got my start with this group.
I'm Eddie Johnson from Oakland, California. I'm part of the Golden State Warriors dunk team, and the mascot I used to work with Acrodunk, and when he retired, he gave me Jerry's number, and I've been here since then.
It's the first time.
Adam Tatamasi, cool ex-gymnast from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I was an ex-dunker with the Milwaukee Bucks. I caught some YouTube videos with Acrodunk. Had to come and check it out. Came down here with my guy, Jerry Burrell, and, you know, got it in. And I'm here with Acrodunk.
Cool deal. Thanks, guys. So, Jerry, I guess you can tell me what Acrodunk is about. Which, if they were on America's Got Talent, I mean, at this point you've gotten pretty big where a lot of people do know who you are. But for those of us, or not us because I do know, but for those of people out there who may not, just what are you guys about? And
Fundamentally, we're about inspiring people. There's an element of our show where our desire is to make people so amazed, wow them so much that they think about, you know, how can they be great in their sphere of influence? How can they, you know, take the energy that we create and go and be amazing at what they do? And then, you know, basically we put on entertainment. It's a lot of fun for us. It's a lot of fun for an audience. It's, you know, a combination of basketball and acrobatics. And you know, it's something that's allowed us to travel the entire world, putting on shows and we hope inspiring other people.
Okay. A lot of you, or a couple of you, are mascots. I've always thought that would be, especially, what do you guys think of Cocky, first of all? Are you impressed by Cocky?
Cocky's cool.
It's an awesome name.
He's funny. He's not very like talented, you know, but you know he's just funny. He's just good atmosphere.
Have you ever been in a mascot outfit?
I haven't.
Get in one, and you'll see how talented he is.
Yeah.
The first thing you want to do is freak out, and then you wonder, I gotta go to the restroom. I gotta go to the restroom. I gotta go to the restroom. That's number one concern.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I've always thought, I did it once in high school. Our mascot was a wolf, so it was Wolfie. Pretty sure it was a man. I don't know.
You guys went way
Probably
out
that.
on that name choice.
I know, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I don't know. It was a smiling wolf, so it was kind of like weird. But anyway, I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun, and it was really cool because, you know, you can mess with people that you knew, and they didn't know that it was you. So it was like a whole nother personality you could do. But then again, the walking thing, that's the hardest thing. And like you said, when you're in a uniform.
You don't do a lot of walking?
No, I did a lot of
You have someone
walking.
to carry you around, or how's that?
No, I did a lot of walking. It was tough.
I'm confused.
It was tough.
Is it not tough now? Like if you just walked outside, does that not happen? You have a Segway, or?
I'm talking about a mascot uniform.
Ah,
There you
that
go.
makes
See?
sense.
Yeah, the whole
That's
mascot
okay.
thing is interesting. A lot of guys over the years have kind of taken Acrodunk and used it as a stepping stone into NBA mascot positions. I mean, we've got, over the past 20 years that we've been around, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 guys that have moved on to mascot positions in the NBA. So
That's big.
it's kind of serves as that stepping stone to that.
Gotcha. What was it like being on America's Got Talent?
It was awesome until the end.
It was amazing. It's something that, you know, in spite of how it all turned out, you know, we'd do it again in a heartbeat. It's just that kind of energy, that kind of rush, the fact that millions, literally 12, 13 million people were watching every week is...
Because you were in stadiums with, like, you know, thousands, right?
Oh yeah,
To an
a
extent.
live show is different because, you know, when we're doing a halftime show, it might get picked up by ESPN. They
Right.
might show it when they come back from the commercial break.
Right.
But this
But
was
this was
literally
focused on
millions
the
of
millions
people
of people.
dedicated to watching our minute and a half, and
That's
that's
crazy.
it's hard to compare that with anything. Yeah.
I can't imagine. What's been the best part of your time at Acrodunk? Is that it? Performing on TV in front of millions? Do you?
No, I mean that's awesome, and that was cool, and it really was amazing. But there's so many things. Every day is different for us. You know, for me personally, that's one of the great things about what we do is every day is different. Tonight will be, you know, at the women's game, you know, with a totally different vibe probably than the men's game. You know, a couple of days we'll be over in Mobile. We're doing some schools. We do a school program. We'll be doing some of that next week. I mean, every day is different. So that I think overall, just the fact that there's such variety in what we do is what makes this such an amazing, you know, opportunity for me.
Right. Watching a lot of videos that you guys do. Do you plan every single thing? Is it literally Q to the T, or is there any point where you guys go, well, you know what, we'll dunk at this point, but just see what I'm gonna do. We'll wing it. Do you any improvise?
We have 2 different shows
Okay.
that we do at halftime. The one tonight
Uh-huh.
is called the Extreme Dunking Battle Zone. So we're going to split the team
Okay.
into 2 teams, so 3-on-3. We literally, it's a battle. There's a bonus for the winning team. You know, the audience doesn't know this, but
Right.
it's a literal battle. We will be, you know,
What's the bonus?
putting our best out there. So in this one tonight, it's kind of ad lib. It's like if he does something that I wasn't expecting and I'm going after him, then chances are I'm going to change my mind and do something different than what I had planned. I mean, it's really that give and take.
So it's almost like a sports competition. I want to say extreme sports, a lot of like dirt bike competitions and stuff. You have kind of a set list of what you want to do, but then somebody does this amazing. You're like, oh whoa,
Yeah.
let me change up my show.
You'll catch us, you know, like in the middle of the show. We'll get together and huddle up and be like, all right, let's do something different because they did. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This one is intense. You know, it's great. And sometimes people lose their shirts, so you know, you should
Okay.
check it out. We're into that sort of thing.
You're into that.
You know, getting shirts.
Okay.
And the audience actually decides who win. Once the dust settles, you know, the PA guy is going to give the audience a chance to decide who the winning team is. And, you know, for us, it's real. There's money on the line.
How do you split? Is it? Do you have a?
It's
split?
random. We
Okay.
there's going to be, I think there's a yellow and a red team tonight, and we write yellow and red on, you know, 3 pieces of paper each, throw them in the air, and you pick it up, and
then immediately
that's what
start
team you're
talking
on.
mess.
Yeah.
As soon as it happens, I mean, it's not one of those things that we're just coming together to put a show on, and you know, it's like, oh, we just did a show. It's the same old thing. We
No, it's-
literally turn on each other as soon as we know what team we're on. The best talking begins, and until the show's over, then we're not friends.
We're not friends.
Until the winner's been determined.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's awesome. Can you describe some of the tricks you guys do, or?
Yeah, we got it.
I mean,
One of the
I
good
have a
things
ton.
about coordinating shows, we name our dunks.
Okay.
You know, so like we got the rookie here. He does one called the RC Cola, which is a double front
Okay.
with a half twist at the end, and he bounces the ball. You might see that tonight. Got dunks called the Afro, dunks called
Donkey
chopsticks. You know,
Musty.
Peekaboo.
yeah. So I mean, they're generally
It's real.
you know, flips off the glass, tosses, bounce. There's really only three things you can do with a basketball. You can throw it
Yeah.
off the glass, bounce it on the ground, or toss it in the air.
Mhm.
And then we build dunks and passes from that.
Set it on fire. They're working on that one.
Are you? That'd be exciting.
Maybe
Get
fire
fire-resistant gloves.
For what? Takes all the fun out of it. You're in danger. If your hands don't catch on fire, then you're not really dunking.
Okay. Sorry.
All
I
in.
didn't know if somebody like insurance liability.
Oh, we don't have
you
that.
don't-
Who worries about that?
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on. All
You guys
A's.
are flying like 20 feet in the air. You don't have insurance. No one's gonna insure that.
Andy might be listening.
People that put in for insurance might be listening.
Did you tell them you're working at McDonald's? Is that what it
Motivational
is?
speaker.
Over at
Yeah.
Acrodunk,
We
we
flip-
work at McDonald's.
We flip burgers.
burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
birds.
That's
Chicken.
what they tell State Farm.
Chicken. Chicken birds.
What goes through your mind during a dunk? Like, does everything just kind of go away, and does it just happen, or
I
and
usually
halfway
wonder-
through do you think?
What I wonder is how my mohawk looks on the jumbotron,
Okay.
which is my number one concern. Like, man, that looks good. You know. Then I'm like,
Oh,
don't put your
that's
teeth.
what that's what the extra look to the side is. It's,
Yeah.
It's you checking your mouth.
Yeah, it's a shake.
Okay.
Really. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm still working on getting the shake.
There's times when you're in the zone. I mean, like when you really, everything is in slow motion and you're really not thinking of anything. I mean, when I'm in the zone, it's almost just a clean slate and I'm experiencing like the now. I mean, I don't mean to get all yin on you, but really it's like,
No, yeah.
you know, you're so connected with what's happening, and that's some of the coolest shows is when you're done, it's like you're coming out of this trance almost. So, yeah.
It's the Acrodunk high.
You
Kinda
got
like
it.
the runner's high.
For
but-
me, it's a little different. I try to
Okay.
think about other things than dunking. Like, 'cause if I think about my dunking too much,
That's why you're so
I can
distracted
mess
out
up
there.
and crash, and I would never like to embarrass myself in front of a crowd. I might be thinking of what I'm gonna eat for dinner later on, or you know what I'm gonna put on tomorrow. What jeans are clean, what drawers are dirty.
All of them.
Anything but what I'm running down the court. Anything but my dunk, really, because if I focus too much on my dunk, that's when I crash. And,
That's why you look so distracted out on the court.
yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what to think about. What about you guys? Anything specific go through your head?
One thing I think about is really just putting on the best show. I really focus on how I look and my interaction with the crowd and everything.
Now, what skill focuses on is where's the camera. Skill's one of those guys that mugs the camera after
I'm
every
in the
dunk.
camera all the time. If the red light's on, I'm there.
And when
Red
you got
light
people
special.
watching you, that's what you gotta do.
The cameraman out there, if you see me, the red light's on, get at me.
Anyone
Do
else?
you have a question?
Sure. AWOWW has a question.
You
Sorry,
talking
Dominic.
to third person all the time? I'm just curious. Is that,
No, but
AWOWW's
sure, so
going
they
to the
get,
restroom.
So they get my
hey, wow, drinking a coffee?
I'm regretting that decision right now. So you guys have been touring to a lot of really cool places.
Yeah.
Any favorites?
Wow.
Wow.
Abu Dhabi, yeah.
Hey.
Abu Dhabi. Last year, we had an opportunity to do a huge TV show in Abu Dhabi, which is in the United Arab Emirates. And it's a sports show. It's kind of like, ESPN has their ESPYs. This is like a world type ESPYs. It's called the Laureus World Sports Awards. And we had an opportunity to perform there. It was in this amazing venue in the palace, one of the palaces in Abu Dhabi. Morgan Freeman, Kevin Spacey were the hosts. It was something that, you got AGT, which was really cool, but this was just amazing. They had global athletes from soccer. You know how soccer is not huge here, but everywhere else it is. So they had that kind of thing happening. So that was an amazing fun. And I think of favorite events, that was one of them, definitely.
What's been your favorite place?
I like Monterrey, Mexico, because all the girls are hot.
I like anywhere in Mexico.
Same reason.
Shout out to Mexico. What up?
I wonder if you're listening. If you're listening from Mexico,
Yeah.
it's an international number, but you can catch it on Facebook.
Tweet us.
Yeah, tweet at them. It's at
Do you
Acrodunk.
tweet at people? I don't know how that works.
I think so. I think that's what it's called. You tweet at them, right?
Yeah.
Chance is the social media guy over here. I think.
Tweet at them.
Tweet at them.
And then what's the past
All right.
tense?
Tweet at us.
Tweeted.
Favorite, you said a favorite place?
Yeah, favorite place.
Mm. That's a tough one, because there's...
I have different places that I favor, but I kind of appreciate each place that I go because you can learn anything from, you can learn something from anything. So every place that I go, I pick up something new, something different. But of course, I favor, hotter places, with a cool breeze, things like that. But
He's
yeah,
from Milwaukee.
yeah, so of course I'm gonna, enjoy, some good weather, but. For
From
the most part.
Kenosha. So,
Kenosha? Oh,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, I understand that. That's why I'm down here.
Awesome. Yeah, but for the most part, I pick up something from everywhere I go. So
It's the very mature answer, I suppose.
yeah, it's honest answer.
Very, yeah, no,
He's
yeah,
posing.
definitely. He's
Sticking with Mexico.
sticking with Mexico.
Canada's cool too, man.
Is it?
Yeah, people are over
Real
nice.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we spent about 3 weeks in Calgary a couple of summers ago. It was pretty amazing.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool. Have you? What's been the biggest slip-ups
Wow.
during shows? And
Wow.
have they?
We never miss anything. Never.
Oh, this is my part. Slip-ups. So, we did a show in like a warehouse where the floor was dusty and the trampoline slid a little closer, and on my first jump, I flipped and hit my chin on the rim and it split open. On my next jump, nobody fixed the trampoline. I jumped again and my foot got caught in the rim. And so I was kind of hanging there. I couldn't walk for about 3 months after that.
Wow. Let it be known this is when he's with some other dunk, not Acrodunk, by the way. Once I was setting a world record, the first person to do a double front flip dunk. And it's pretty ugly. You can look at it on YouTube. I think it's like double front flip fail or something like that.
Goes wrong or something.
Anyway, ended up with 2 dislocated shoulders. I couldn't even get up. My face was in the mat. I'm laying prone, and I'm calling for my teammates to come help me up. And they're all laughing.
KFC, the wings back behind him and his face down. Took a
And
picture.
anyway, the left shoulder was literally ripped rotator cuff. I couldn't even lift it. I could get it about 3 inches up, and if I ever wanted to use it again, I had to have surgery. And
Yeah.
surgery went well. I was able to get a really good doctor in Houston.
How long did that take to rehab?
6 months, I was able to start jumping again. About
Wow.
8 months, I was back in the swing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Let me tell you how beastly this man is right
Okay.
here. Gets up, no help from any of the medics, and didn't take any medicine the whole time.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah.
With 2 dislocated shoulders.
He's wanted some
Yeah, it
Gatorade.
was. I thought.
I got this medicine thing. I don't
need
the
it.
medicine thing.
Yeah.
I take medicine before I have a
build his
problem,
immune system.
just to make sure. I might have a headache today. It looks like a headache day. I'm gonna take 2 of these, just in case.
Nice.
Anybody else got a worse one?
Any horse stories?
Yeah, my worst is a combo deal.
That's Eminem talking.
Yeah, last year we did a show in Dallas, Mavericks versus Lakers, and
Oh my goodness.
That's not even a
Yeah.
bad one.
no, so I'm going up to do a flip dunk in the middle of the show, and I had a minorly tweaked hamstring coming into it from a previous event. Nothing
Yeah, right.
serious. And I hit the trampoline and literally started to go up. As I was coming out of the trampoline, my hamstring blew out.
Wow.
So
Playoff game.
playoff.
Against the Lakers.
Yeah.
Sold out.
Sold out
Standing
game.
moment.
Yeah. On that note, I just started flailing around, lost the ball, never flipped. Just
Flailed.
Tell him the good one.
Bailed.
Tell him the good one.
all right. That was the first half.
Okay. Oh.
About a month later, I'm back jumping again, knowing I shouldn't be. We're doing the National High School Slam Dunk Contest, and I'm the second person to jump in the show. My hamstring was feeling solid, so I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna push it a little today."
This audience, we had them eating out of our hand, by the way.
What are you talking about? I was the second jump.
Well, I went first.
We went out earlier and did a show.
Oh yeah, we did. Anyway, so I'm on my way to the trampoline. Like I said, hamstring issue. For our sport, your last step is your power step into the trampoline. Left foot, I planted, and the hamstring blew out on the last step. Never made it to the trampoline with my feet. I literally tripped over the front of the trampoline, fell into the bed of it, rolled over onto the floor between the mat and the trampoline.
Y'all got some video?
Somebody did.
It was the second jump of the entire show, and I had to just, it's painful
This
memories.
is awesome.
Wow.
You're asking about ad-libbing.
Oh.
We had to ad-lib the rest of the
I
show.
was gonna say, what do you guys do whenever that happens?
Usually I laugh.
Well, yeah.
The first thing I do is laugh,
I'm
and then
not
I check to see if
surprised
you're
by-
okay. There's
No,
no
no.
blood? Get up. Come on, man.
No,
Walk it off.
No, you admitted it earlier. You laugh, you take a picture, and then you see it through.
Pretty much.
There's some other things before if I see if I'm okay.
Okay.
I mean, the Dallas game, it worked out really good, actually. We had a former member is the mascot out there. So
Okay.
he actually knows the show and was able to hop in and pretty much fill in
Oh, that's cool.
for my parts. And I think we had an extra guy out for the dunk contest. So they actually, again, everyone knows the show pretty well, and we can fill it in
Yeah.
and make it work. So
That's awesome. You guys need
Yeah.
any video guys? Internship over the summer or something? I'd be willing. So do you guys need any video guys over the summer or something?
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, that's
We
my
got the,
job.
that's the Pauly C
Oh, that's
position.
So,
Yeah.
That's,
no,
that's
don't bring it up again.
So how many hours a day do you guys practice?
I knew that.
If you do.
Practice.
Practice.
Practice?
Practice.
Not the show, but practice?
Practice.
Man, we practice a couple of weeks out of the year. We do like a training camp. We all come together and, go over things, new tandems, and, work on fine-tuning our skills. But after a certain period of dunking with the same group of people, we have a good chemistry with each other to where we know timing. And, then when there's mess-ups, we're all professionals. We know how to, handle that. So we don't spend as much time practicing every day as people would think. We come in before the show, we'll set aside an hour and run through it, make sure everything's perfect, and make any changes or enhancements that we have. But that's pretty much it on a daily basis.
Okay.
Yeah. Once the season starts, the shows and the rehearsals are our practice, basically.
Okay. Cool. What do you guys do outside of this? If
Sleep.
anything? You sleep. Sightseeing.
Call of Duty.
Yes.
Some guys have, like Eddie, if you want to speak to that. Some guys have jobs or other side gigs. GT does a lot of different things. He designs websites and does comedy, and but Eddie has one of those real job kind of things. Even though he's
I deliver babies.
I forgot he's a gynecologist on the side.
Not licensed. Just kind of does in his spare time.
He's a midwife.
I'm on the black market.
Yeah.
You need half-price babies. Yeah.
His nickname, by the way, is Easy Eddie. So.
But not for reasons you might think.
But generally, the bulk is kind of focused on this. Once we, like this tour we're on now, could potentially be like 4.5 weeks. And it's, there's not much time to do anything else, unless it's something virtual, online, or something like that, so.
We do, like I said, he said, do stand-up comedy. Yeah, that's it. just wanted to throw it
Emphasize
out
that.
there.
Yeah, you had a show recently, right?
Yeah, I had a show
I saw that on
in
Twitter.
Northeast Oklahoma College. They brought me out there and did an hour stand-up. I'm actually talking to Andy about coming out here and doing a show. So you know, if you guys want to see that, tweet it at GT Loves You.
Andy would love that. But
Yeah.
are there any certain things that you guys do before a show to get hyped up and ready to perform?
Or any superstitions?
We talk trash to each other.
Yeah. Listen to Celine Dion.
Okay. Which song?
I don't know. any
All
other
of
songs.
them.
The one from Titanic, is that a song? That was
Yeah.
the Titanic song.
Good answer.
Some guys listen to music. I know, like G-Man, he's not here. He's got this acting bug. He's exploring, but he's one of the members of the team. I know he listened to like certain songs before a show. Anybody else do anything like that?
Or do you have
Listen
any
to certain
superstitions?
songs,
Or
or-
you have to wear same stuff?
Pre-game.
Man, I used to be crazy. I couldn't
Really?
dunk without like a wristband on. If I didn't have the wristband at a certain height, then I'm gonna miss in my head. And it's funny, like the longer you do it, you get out of that stuff. But it's like I can't dunk in these shoes because these shoes are too big, or I can't wear this shirt because the shirt's red. Yeah, so.
I have to go number 2 before I perform. Am I allowed to say that on the radio?
Ladies, that's
It's already
ladies.
said.
Yeah, that's
It's
8
said.
p.m.
I mean, all that high,
As long as you don't
flying
expand
dunking,
on
you know, I have to lose a couple, pounds. Feel like I dropped some kids up at the pool before I go to gym.
Oh, man, thank you.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning, and you just heard that.
That just happened.
Wake your day up.
Oh man. All right.
But it's natural. I mean, sometimes.
Yeah, who does it?
Yeah. Who doesn't talk about it on the radio afterwards?
You're not gonna let that go, right?
I don't.
So I know Jerry, you have is it 2 world records, or is it more than that? That-
I've set to, I think one's been broken.
Okay.
The highest front flip dunk has been broken, but I have the highest back flip dunk.
Okay.
The
Off
only reason,
from a platform.
the only reason why it's at the height it is because they didn't have anything bigger to jump from. Just so you know, if you ever do look it up.
Yeah.
He was looking for something higher, and
But
they
he
didn't
couldn't
have
find it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't
Is
even
there-
see him.
Gotcha. Is there one that you're like, or any of you guys are looking to do? World
We got a whole
records?
list.
Whole list.
In fact, we're actually going to be, we're in conversation with Guinness right now to head over to Italy in about a month and
That'd be
do their
fun.
TV show that they have in Rome. They want us to reset a record we already have, which, they're the
Yeah.
producers, so we got to do what they say. We'd much rather do something new and different, like the most front flip passes off of the glass to
Oh,
a
yeah,
dunk.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's really...
Or what about the farthest pass
We have
to
that.
dunk? You know,
We actually have that.
You have
We
that?
own that.
That's cool. I was thinking about that earlier because when you were saying how there was, I always think about throwing the ball from like the.
Oh, like that?
You're talking
Like a
about
lob.
the furthest alley-oop.
We've talked about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
before.
that's one of that's
That's
on
what
our
I'm
list.
talking
My man Marzo here, Eminem, has done some stuff at halftime shows. In fact, from the stands, we'll throw a ball
Wow.
to an alley-oop
See,
dunk.
that's really cool.
Yeah,
I love
it
doing
is.
that kind of stuff.
Just gotta throw this in here about my man Eminem Marzo, man. He's like one of the best half-court backward shot people I've ever seen in my life, man. He's actually wants to go for a world
What's the
record
record?
of
3.
shooting more than 3
Yeah.
In a
half-court
row or in
backward
a
shots.
Total.
In a row.
Yeah, or
I
not
can
in a
make
row, just
3
in a
in 15
minute.
seconds.
Is it? How's it a minute, right?
It's 3 in a minute.
And he's I seen
I
him
hit
that.
3 in 15 seconds like a week ago.
Wow.
He's,
Wow.
he also
So that
used to
sounds like
train
you're,
some of the
so that's
pro
9.
tribes.
Your goal's 9 in a minute, right?
I believe
12.
I
12?
actually
Well, I don't know. I gave him like one miss in there,
Give
just
some
in
fudge,
case. Yeah, a little.
fudge room.
actually the forward record I believe is 8 or 9, and I'm pretty sure I can break that backwards. So I'm a better shot backwards than
That's
forwards.
exciting.
Guinness in
When
years. Look this up.
do you have a certain deadline you're looking to hit that by?
And I just need the opportunity.
The thing
That's-
with
it's hard.
Guinness is it's obviously they're a huge organization, global brand, and not just anyone say, hey Guinness, I'm gonna set a record,
Yeah.
And if you do that, you've got to like
Set
jump
it
through a
up
lot of
and get-
hoops and all of
right.
that. So generally, what we do is when we get an opportunity like this one in Italy, we're gonna lobby, we're gonna make the contacts and see if we can't coordinate getting something like that done at some point in the future. For the TV show, it's pretty scripted, so it's not likely that they're going to say, "Oh, well, sure, let's do it now." But
Right.
making those contacts will be a good step in the right direction, and maybe we can get that made.
Hopefully. Do you have a big idea for a show? Like, do you have something really big you just want to try, but you're waiting until maybe the next season or something though?
We've got, in fact, this earlier this season, we launched a 60-minute show, and it involves a big trampoline, scaffolding, lights, all that stuff. Yeah, so we've got on paper and have actually performed a 60-minute show, and it's the kind of thing that would be ideal for a casino, a stage show.
Right.
Some people ask us oftentimes, well, how come you guys dunk in jeans? Part of the reason why is, after being on America's Got Talent, we realized that, what we do could actually go over on a stage.
Right.
And, to step away from the whole, guys in basketball outfit performance and turn it into something even grander than that. So we're talking props, lights, camera, action, all that. And so that's something that we've actually done, and our marketing, in fact, through a couple of different organizations, college campuses, in fact, NACA. I don't know if you guys are familiar with NACA and APCA and all that stuff, but they're the activities arm of college campuses. The activity fees that students pay are used to bring in speakers and different types of entertainment, and so we're tapping into that.
Cool. Do you have any aspirations past Acrodunk? Do you have anything like after Acrodunk? Do you want anything, or do you just want to do Acrodunk? Because I would want to just do Acrodunk. But I'm seeing maybe you guys,
Yeah. Well, personally for me, I'm in the middle of writing a book.
Okay.
It's a children's book. Part of, as I mentioned earlier, part of what we do is inspire, and for me personally, that's kind of my mission, is to inspire people to identify, their passion and develop to the point where they can pursue it and make it come true. And so that's one of the things that I'm doing. And guys, beyond Acrodunk,
anyone?
I've been working on becoming a professional stuntman. I did martial arts for my whole life, and it's just something that hasn't left me. I kind of stopped training on it for a couple of years, but lately I've just been looking at a lot of clips on YouTube and seeing a lot of stuff that I could do, and I just think it'd be interesting to get involved in.
Oh yeah. I've always thought stunt double would be so much fun.
Yeah. Hey, I could be a stunt double for like Bow Wow or somebody like
Mario.
that.
Don't forget Chris Paul.
Chris Paul,
That'd be fun. Anything?
I'm actually, as of right now, I enjoy dunking, but at some point I would also love to go back and do some coaching, because I'm an ex-gymnast, like I stated earlier. So, at some point, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go back to that, go back, to my roots, give it back. I would love to, like Jerry said, inspire and teach, go back and give, something back to the kids, give back what I learned.
ATM's a mad gymnast, by the way. He does some crazy stuff, like on concrete. We were at a school last week on a concrete pad, and he busts out whip-backs and flip-flops, and I'm like, dude, we're on concrete.
We're on concrete.
Come on.
Yeah, with nails and stuff everywhere.
He ended up getting a nail in his hand.
Ended up getting a nail stuck in my pinky.
Gosh.
I think I need to go get a shot for that, don't I?
Probably.
Hey man, I noticed you was foaming at the mouth earlier.
We get tetanus shot, dog.
We got rabies at the school.
Yeah, but definitely want to go back and do some coaching at some point. So.
Cool.
Rewinding that.
Yeah. Just real quick to close out, what one dunk, if you had to choose one dunk just to show off, what would be the one dunk you want to do? Or whether you want to show off, you want it to be inspiring. What's the one dunk that is your go-to dunk almost?
We got this new dunk.
Okay.
We did it last night, and it's so cool, we're probably going to do it tonight. It's called the 12G. So it's really two dunks in one. We run through one and keep going to another round of the second dunk, and the last guy finishes with a front flip dunk. But everything in it is flips. Flips and passes. Everything in it, yeah.
14 flips, one
Yeah.
dunk.
So it's insane.
Wow.
It's insane. And I think it's part of why we got the standing ovation last night, because it's one of those where you almost literally jump out of your seat. It's that suspenseful, because you don't know what's going to happen. So anyway, come on out tonight. Women's game. We're going to be doing the Extreme Dunking Battle Zone Acrodunk. You guys are going to enjoy it. Appreciate the love.
Yeah, if you get a shot, definitely go out there and make it to that show tonight. You can also check them out online, acrodunk.com. They've got
Facebook,
with
Twitter.
Everything's just Acrodunk. Search it. And you can search these guys out. They're already following me, so I didn't even have to search them out, so that's awesome. But yeah, so check them out. We have Mark, who's going to close us out for this show, already sitting outside, so we'll get him set up. We'll take a quick break. Chance will play us a quick song. So yeah, thank you guys again, and thank you to Carolina Productions for bringing them out here and everything. So.
Yeah, big props to Andy Farrig and Josh Waters over at the marketing department, athletics, and Pauly C, AWOWW, Chance. Thanks, y'all.
AWOWW. The AWOWW.
AWOWW. Thank you guys. All right, so we're gonna Chance. What are we gonna hear?
Just Iris by Boyce Avenue.
All right, we'll be right back. This is Pauly C and AWOWW Show. I'm WBC.